All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are ready to get this game underway. Leading things off is going to be a Pakshana 256 on this season. And that's in there for a strike, and it's oh no. Worked on the stream a little bit. So hopefully things work in this one. And misses up high. Really low. You sure that's not you? I check your volume. As the 1-1 is going to be a ground ball through the left side. Backhand and Knott's going to be able to make the play, and that is going to be a leadoff single for Pak Chan-ho. Yeah, someone else let me know. I haven't made any changes. Is that is going to be a pop-up. Diaz not able to make the play, and they're going to say it's fair and throw over to second base. Wow, a absolutely fantastic bunt there from Jung-Soo Bin, and that is going to be a play that Diaz isn't able to make. Jung-Soo Bin will be over on first base now as why not, really? I mean, why not? Runner on. I mean, it didn't take long to get some stupidity going in this game, ladies and gentlemen. Did not take long at all.
Thank you for the recommendation, J1970.
Thank you, Jay. One out. We've got again. The stuff is still not working properly. With his glove. Luckily, they didn't throw to first. You got head into the game. All right, Park Ji-hoon steps in now. 1 out on that. We'll call that a 3-2-6 put out, and that is ball 1.
Thank you for the recommendation, Mary Kate.
Thank you, Mary Kate. That's going to be chopped foul. 1-1. Jung-Soo Bin does have plenty of speed over there at first. Yeah, another 1-1. Big breaking ball, but outside. Ball 2-1. Double check that this chat works. All right, that one works. Okay. All right, I think the chats are finally working correctly. I hope I do have a backup plan as that one misses low with 3-1. $89 on the season for Park Ji-hoon. And the 3-1 is going to be a ground ball up the middle, a slow roller. The second baseman grabs it, throws to first, and that will be a 4-3 double play. So leadoff single, an absolute awful bunts. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will take us to the bottom of the first. Excellent bunt, really. I mean, probably one of the best bunts that we've seen all day. We want to be honest. Absolutely fantastic bunts. really helping out the pitcher with that. With that. Oh, Diaz way down in the lineup now for Samsung, down in the number 7 spot. A little surprising, I believe. Quick. Chaesung Young has not pitched well on the season. Really can't. If he gets through 5 innings, I think that's a win in terms of the old Doosan life. Chaesung Young at 10 games, 47.1 innings. So yes, that's exactly what that means. That he is not even averaging.
Thank you for the recommendation, The Jungle.
Thank you, Jungle, and welcome. Again, Doosan, they do not have any music. They do have music, but we don't play it because, well, they won't let us. Yeah, I don't have a lot of faith in Doosan's chances today, but when that happens, usually it ends up being some ridiculous game, and something very KBO-y happens as Kim Ji-chan leads things off, 287 on the season, and the first pitch is in there for a strike. Yeah, and it's 0-1. Maybe I'm just not going to do batters today. I'm not going to do batters today. All right, the 0-1 pitch. Big breaking ball and misses. 1-1. KT game, I don't know. Who's up there? Foul ball, 1-2 now. What's up, Jose? Yeah, and the 1-2 is rolled over. The first baseman will pick it up. Sprints, and that is going to be safe. You do not want to get in a sprint between Kim Ji-chan and the pitcher. Saw that one. Saw that one happening right away. Park Jung-hoon hasn't pitched that horribly. Ooh, that is about as close as you can get. You have to keep it safe just because he was safe on the call, the original call. As that one is lifted up, Diaz will give a chase. Makes the catch right at the wall or right at the line, and that will be 1 away. A long run for Cameron. I think I said Diaz, and that is going to be 1 away. All right, 1 away now. Bringing up Aguja Uka, 341 on the season. That misses low. Yeah, their main guy. So they have uh Go Young Pyo, Sauer, and Boschley, but their other guy isn't quite back yet. It's a 1-0 pitch to Gujauk, misses low, 2-0. No, still not going to get any base runners. We may not be doing base runners today either. And the 2-0 is in there for a strike at 2-1. Checks over on him. Nothing. All right, here we go. The 2-1 pitch once again to Gujauk, and that is popped up. Right fielder under it, so you can't see it in the sun, and makes the play finally, and that's 2 away. Brings up the number 4 hitter, Mr. Che Hyung-woo. Yeah, so it's only this game. So Saturdays have a 2 o'clock game. Yeah. Beautiful breaking ball in there for a strike. What's up, J Balls? All right, to 2 away now. Che Young-woo, 351 on the season. Yeah. I mean, they're gonna pick him off. Wow, can we get a worse start? I like me turning this game off and going to bed. That's what I like, honestly, because it is not looked good so far. It has not looked good at all so far, honestly. That is looking absolutely ugly. But yeah, Samsung should easily win this game. Samsung should easily win this game. Good Lord. Can we get what a start. You get a single in the first inning, and then immediately a pop-up bunt that the first baseman drops. He hasn't had a full week of rest, Jungle. Yeah, that's the thing is Che Hyung-woo and Diaz were 0 for the day when I last looked. It was like they were like 0 for 8 on the day the last time I looked. And that's why Samsung lost. I mean, that and the bullpen gave up a grand slam after the manager brought the closer in a non-close situation, because that's what these managers in this league do. But that's a different story altogether, ladies and gentlemen. We've got to the top of the second inning. Going to have a 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up after Kim Ji-chan got picked off over there. That is up and in, and he hits him. Camera gonna hang out over at first base now. All right, so that brings up Kim Min-suk. Just like his daddy. No, he's going on 6 days rest. Kim Min-suk of a 2-0 pitch sets up on the outside. He drops the bunt down, but pulls it back, but it's in there for a strike anyway. Yeah, Mike Cameron. Red Sox legend. All right, the 2-1 pitch to Kim Min-suk. That is ripped into right field, and that's going to be another single, a second hit of the day for the old Doosan Bears. As they've got runners on first and second with nobody out. Perfect time to get a bunt from your DH. Why not get a bunt from your old DH? Miyagi G gets chicken winging it, and that is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. He got hit by pitch. All right, the 1-1 pitch now. The 1-1, way up and out of the zone. It's 2-1. This is the time that you kind of have to think about. It started to get much hotter. Some players play really well in the heat. Some pitchers, especially pitchers, do not do well in the heat. It's not super hot right now, but at the same time, it's starting to get there. Swing and a miss there makes it 2-2. Afternoon, Murloc. All right, here we go. The 2-2 pitch says, calm down and get it low. Let him roll over it. As he pops it foul and out of play, stays at 2-2.
Thank you for the recommendation, Murloc.
Thank you, Murloc. Yeah. G. 2-2 pitch now. Rolls over the third baseman, forgets to field the ball when he goes to scoop it. And
Thank you for the recommendation. I bet KBO.
On home. Just like that, Doosan takes the early lead on an error by the third baseman. Again, these third basemen are not good. Look at this. Just, I don't want to touch it. I'm scared. Get in front of the ball. Lord. It's not just him, it is every single third baseman in this league. Not just him, it is every single third baseman in this league. They are so terrified of the ball that they refuse to get in front of it. Hong Sung Ho steps in now. Big grand slam yesterday to lead Doosan back in late in the game. That's going to get away, and that moves the runners up. It is not looking good to start, KBO. Yeah, with this, with the Samsung starting this like this, I think so, because again, Doosan's pitcher is not very good at all. No pitch now to Kong Sung Ho is fouled away, 1-1. And some bullpens that are a little worn out. Definitely could be one of those days. And an 0-1 pitch is a foul to straight back. 1-2 now. 23 pitches for Lachlan. Yesterday's big grand slam Monlu home run. And rolls that one over. The third baseman grabs it. It'll come home. They get him in a pickle as throws over to. Nope. As they wait for him to get over to second base. Yang Ji wisely steps off the bag after Kim Min Suk steps on it. The reason why is because very different in speed there. So you've got 2 away now. Sorry, 1 away. As Kong Sung Ho grounds into a 5-2 putout. Good heads up there by Yang Ji to step off the bag and take it. That again leaves Kim Min Suk over at third base instead of him. Obviously, a very big difference in speed. That brings up Yoon Jun Ho. Yeah, in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. No music for this guy. No music for this guy yet. One day they'll get some music for him. One day, ladies and gentlemen. One day. All right, the 0-2 pitch. Rips that one, but it's foul. Stays 0-2. I almost feel like at this point it would be even. All right, the 0-2 pitch coming up from Lachlan. And that is going to be ripped, but it's a foul once again. It feels like like in my ear, it sounds like they have a microphone right on the end of the bat because it sounds like it's just absolutely crushed. I wonder where the microphone is, if it's pointed right at them or what. Because it definitely sounds much different than the way it looks. All right, we got the 0-2 pitch again, and that misses way up high. It's like they're using like a microphone on the umpire or something. It'd be great if we had a long at bat from somebody that actually had music so we could play it. Here we go, the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll be the first strikeout of the day for Laughlin. And 2 away. And just getting 1 run and or only letting up 1 run in this would kind of be a fantastic thing for Samsung. As the 2-3 is, 0-0 is in there for a strike, 0-1 now. Swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirts. And that's 0-2. Because it's the KBO, King. It is the KBO. That is why. All right, 0-2 pitch. Swing and I miss it. Another pitch in the ground. They'll throw down to first. Steps on the bag, and that's will be a 3 away. And they get a leadoff walk or hit by pitch, a single. Then everything else just kind of falls apart. That'll tee it for the top of the second to Doosan now with a 1-0 lead. Let's do some calculating. One for 5 in that inning with runners on base. Just the way you want it in a game, right? So much for that scoring 1 more run, Book. It's my eraser. Rearranged everything today. Trying to get some stuff set up properly. I do need to change my uniforms too. I'll do that after this next inning, after the bottom of the second. So take a little break to get some changes made. Oh, already at the 10 goals here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, to stepping in is Che Young-woo. He was up to bat whenever they got picked off. First pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. That's in there for a strike, too. 0-2. Che Young-woo quickly behind 0-2. Yeah, they won yesterday. Kong Sung-ho hit a grand slam for them to take the lead, and then another home run not too far off of that. They won by 2. It should be changed. It shouldn't be, Mary Kate. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be the first strikeout of the day for Chae Sung-young. brings up the number 5 hitter, Jun Byung-woo, who had that big error in the top of the inning. Sorry, Kang Min-ho. My bad. Yeah, Mary Kate, double check that because I changed it. So that's in there for a strike, 0-1. 15 pitches now for Chae Sung-young. Kang Min-ho, 269 on the season, hitting much, much better. Since coming back. There you go, Mary Kate. As the 1-1 is lifted, but will slice away and foul 1-2. That. As that is lifted up, a shortstop into the grass. There you go. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I for some reason I thought it was Lotte and Doosan. So I set everything up for them, and then Kenny actually sent me a message saying, "Hey, you're you're wrong on your whole setup." And I went back and changed everything, but I forgot that one. Thank you. All right, to Jun Byung-woo steps in and looks at a strike on the outside, and it's 0-1. 19 pitches for Chae Sung-young, sitting nicely so far today. He doesn't even average 5 innings per start. I think that one's a scary one, King. I think that one's that's one of those that can go either way. Kim Gun-woo is a pretty good pitcher. Yeah. Yuan Jin often doesn't get a lot of run supports as the 0-2 misses outside. He lost the last game he pitched against them, but he was perfect through 5 innings. And then in the 6th inning, he came back out. They bunted, and the wheels fell off, and he gave up like 6 runs. As the 1-2 swing and a miss, another strikeout, and that is a 3 up, a 3 down. As we will go to the 7th inning. 7th inning. That was the 7th batter. We will go to the 3rd inning. 1-0. Sorry, guys. Nothing is working in my whole thing, so I'm having a lot of problems. Don't know why, but nothing is working in my setup. Again, that was the chat I was working on earlier. In the later games, I mean, if I had to pick a team, I would go with the NC. If I had to pick a team, I would go with NC. Now, I definitely wouldn't want to pick a team because, again, I don't bet, I don't gamble, but if you must, that is where I would go. Yeah, I would have put my 50 cents on Samsung. And then after that, I would probably put my 50 cents on NC. All right, the leadoff batter, Park Chan-ho, will lead things off. Lachlan. Park Chan-ho, 1 for 1 on the day. He singled in his first at bat, and then it was erased on the stupid bunt, as that is rolled over foul. Yeah, 0-1. Yeah, I don't like putting my money on something that I can't control. The 0-1 is fouled right back on the bunt, and it's 0-2. Yeah, I've never, like, I used to play. I didn't say that. I don't trust anybody. All right, the 0-2 pitch. Going to be a ground ball through the left side again, and he's on base with back-to-back singles. Twice now up, but twice now on first base. Yeah, I mean, like when I was, when I was in the U.S., I would, I wouldn't like, it would be like $5 for a weekly pick'em, or something like that, an NFL pick'em. What's up, Just Cuz? As that is it checks over on the runner. Jung Soo Bin steps in. Will they have a stupid bunt again? Only in the KBO can you have a leadoff single immediately pop up a bunt and into a 3-2-6 putout. Jung Soo Bin to strike one in there. 0-1. Next Saturday, we will be starting the Damas Waeguk and Hanguk Yagu Tour, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, doing a fantastic as he drops down a bunt and it foul. I'm going to stop playing your music now. I refuse to play music of people that refuse to swing the bat. 0-2 now. Yeah, starting next week on Saturdays, we, Kiwi, myself, and Stefan will be doing the Damas Waeguk and Hanguk Yagu Tour, which means we will no longer. All right, the 0-2 pitch now to Jung Soo Bin. Maybe. There it is. Rolled over. The shortstop will pick it up, bobbles it, and throws it into right field. And that is going to stop, go back to seconds, and another error. And another error. My Lord, can somebody play defense in this league? Please. Please, somebody play defense. I would think that the Lions would win today, but they have already have 2 errors, infield errors. This is, I mean, stupid bunts. We've had 2 bad bunts. We've had 2 errors on the infield. Now you've got Park Ji-hoon. He's going to step up. He's going to bunt. Again, very important to put get 1 run here. You've got a 1-run lead. It's very important to get a run here. No, it's not at all. You don't get music if you're bunting. He bunts, but misses it. And it's 1-1. Hit into a 4-3 double play in his first at bats. Why is Doosan so bad whenever I pick them to be 4th in the league? Well, because their manager manages like an idiot. That's going to be a drop down, and he's going to have to go to first. And that'll be 1 away on the sacrifice bunts, moves both runners up. Bringing up a Cameron. Cameron steps up. Now you've got runners on. Oops. Second and third, one out. Cameron coming up. Cameron hit by a pitch in his first at bat. The tournament. What tournament? Bunting with their number 3 hitter. Yeah, bunting in the third inning. They're not bunting for hits either. Like the MLB is really starting to bunt for hits, not bunting to bunts. To like you're sitting there telegraphing the whole thing. As the 1-0 is way outside at 2-0. Just unbelievably bad managing. Here we go, 2-0 pitch now. Nope. Yesterday, a big 3-run shot. Again, this is the easiest stadium to hit home runs in. This is a 2-0, a big breaking ball in there for a strike, and it's now 2-1. Two one is popped up. Foul area, and Diaz will make the play. Great job with the bunts. Great job with the bunts, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I think pretty much everybody, Cash. Everybody probably puts their money on Samsung. Again, my preseason pick was LG to beat Samsung in the Korean series. All right, the stepping up now is Kim Min-suk, and he fouls that one away, 0-1. 1 for 1 on the day. Had a hit in his last at bat. All right, here we go. The 0-1 pitch into the dirt. For those of you guys watching on SOOP, please make sure you hit the thumbs up button. That is how you like it on SOOP. It's called an upper recommendation. It's very important because it sends the stream out onto the main page for when people log in. Do I like the Eagles today or in general? All right, so the 1-1 pitch. Sets up on the outside. A breaking ball breaks in there for a strike. 1-2. I don't know what you're whining about. It was on the inner half. That one misses way outside at 2-2. That is a game that is 100% a pop-up, Cash. I imagine the odds on that one is 50-50. Kim Gun-woo is a pretty good pitcher. SSG is supposed to have a pretty good bullpen. Hanwha doesn't have a good bullpen. Ryun Jin has pitched really well, but yeah, the 2-2 misses up high, runs the count full. First full count of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Took us almost 2.5 innings to get there. Yeah, we're getting there. I think the most I've had is like 70 something. All right, here we go. The 3-2 pitch. You think it's going to be high scoring? I would think the opposite. Yes, the 3-2 pitch. Strike right down the middle. Should have bought a ticket if you're just going to watch the game. We'll go to the bottom of the third. I'm going to change some uniforms. I'll be back in just a second, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm back. Yeah, and absolutely fantastic bunting as Diaz steps on in. Diaz way down in the lineup now, all the way down into the 7th spot in the lineup. Hmm, 2-0. Diaz 293 on the season. Now 3-0. You took Lotte to beat NC. All right. Well, good luck. All right, the 3-0 right down the middle for a strike, a 3-1. Yeah, to get the uniforms changed, the Doosan uniform and the Samsung uniform. I still had last night's Leicester. I have no idea what that means. Mirasan is is in there for a swing and a miss, and Diaz has got himself a full count. First full count of the day for Samsung and for Diaz. That's a better idea, King. All right, here we go. The 3-2 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball, but it's a foul. Stays 3-2. Something they need to do here, run this pitch count up. 10 in the first inning, 12 in the second. Samsung going up a hacking away. They've sent 6 up. They've did get a single, but he was picked off in the first inning. Go the 3-2 pitch. Pops him up, but will get out of play once again. Getting 10 pitches out of this is the best possible thing he could do. Those of you guys that are new to SOOP, next to my name is a little star. That is how you follow me on SOOP. That's what you called a loyal viewer. Otherwise, if you're on YouTube, please make sure you hit the subscribe button as the 3-2 is turned on. And that is a tie game, ladies and gentlemen. Diaz Says, do not put me down in the number 7 spot. I do not like it. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, it gives us a tie game. Congratulations to those who listened to me and took some Samsung. All right, you guys know what the time it is. You guys know what time it is. We've got Carbon. We've got some baseball cards. Those of you that are new to my stream, anytime there's a home run, we open up some KBO cards. This time, Diaz with a solo shot to tie the game as E.G. Hyun steps in and looks at ball 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Again, these packs from KBO are ridiculously difficult to open. Can we get a Chae Sung Young? That is the ultimate. That is in there for a strike now. 1-1. Ooh. All right, ladies and gentlemen. First, we've got KT Wiz no longer with them. Kim Min. He is now with SSG as that misses outside. Ball 2. We've got An Ji Hong when he was with Hanwha and now with Kium. Jun Sang Hyun, a pitcher for the Kia Tigers. Yeah, another 2-1 in there for a strike at 2-2. And then one of the best overall cheer songs, Che Juan with Kium. Used to actually play for Doosan, and then here we go with the 2-2 pitch. And that misses up high. 3-1. Another full count is back-to-back full counts now. Hey, Fish, what's up?
Thank you for the recommendation, Fish fan.
First baseman in the foul territory, but it will get foul, and it stays 3-2. And then we've got Guak Bean. He is the one that the scouts were here to see the other day. Hard throwing right-hander for Doosan. It's a pretty sweet looking card, honestly. A little holographic.
Thank you for the recommendation, Jessica's
looking card. Let me get it up. I forgot to. It's a Ko-Fi something. I thought you followed me over there. As rolls over that one.
Thank you for the recommendation, Jim Infla.
Thank you, Jim. Welcome. I don't know if you can I don't know if you can click those on SOOP, but I put them up on YouTube if you head over there. As the 3-2 is into the dirt, and that is going to be a walk. As suddenly you've got runners on base. I told you guys I didn't trust this pitcher. He has not averaged more than 5 innings as so far on the season. I really just don't trust him. Do not trust him, as that brings up Yuji Hyuk, not your standard number 9 hitter. He was hitting 400 all the way into the middle of the end of April. As that is going to be that is the fouled away, 0-1. Yeah, you know, fans, what can you say? All right, the 0-1 pitch. Misses up, and it's 1-1. Not getting any runs in the first 2 innings, trying to play for 1 run. That's my call, Jim. Me and you are thinking the same today. Yeah, this is the 1-1 pitch. That's going to be a little bloop into this in front of the left fielder, the old Texas big league hits. And another runner, another hits. And now you've got some serious issues with your pitcher who has not gotten anybody outs. Brings up the top of the lineup. Well, they should win, Mirasan. Well, that's unless they bunt. Again, this is the KBO just because you've got a runner on first and second. You've got your leadoff hitter up, which, it's a 1-1 game. So it's very important in the third inning to bunt. If you're a KBO manager and you don't know anything about baseball or statistics or odds or life or, how to wash your own clothes or anything that any normal person would know, then you would call for a bunt. Kim Ji-chan 1 for 1 on the day, 291 on the season. What'd you say, Just Cuz? Yes, everybody look at him. He doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah. Oh, 1-0. Drops down the bunt, down the third base side. Throws over to first. What's that, Just Cuz? I'm going to give you a little hint here, Just Cuz. Free advice. If I say something is going to happen in the KBO, you should listen. All right, so 1 away now. Do have runners on second and third, though. Thank you, Carol. We're just going to call you Tulala. As that is going to be a ground ball up the middle. The second baseman grabs it, throws in time, but that is going to be an RBI ground out as Samsung takes the lead and a runner moves on over to third base after the sacrifice bunt. And the 4-3 RBI putouts as Samsung suddenly has themselves a lead. And that misses upstairs. Gujauk on the day, 0 for 1. I thought so too, J-Balls, and I was actually worried about him beating out that throw as Gujauk goes down, dives out of the way, and it's a 2-0. Runner over on third base, 47 pitches now from Chae-Sung Young. Gujauk waiting for his mom to help him up. You guys love bunting. I actually sell I love bunting shirts, but it's all in Korean. You can get yourself a sweet I love sack bunts Best pitcher in the KBO. Do you mean only Koreans or do you also mean foreigners? Which one do you mean? Thank you, Fish Fan. I think you should be okay, Murasan. Yeah, so J Balls, that's because Soup, the program that you're watching on, has the official international broadcast rights. So I have Soup and YouTube streams as the 2-0 misses inside. So I have a Soup and YouTube streams. The YouTube stream is just the audio, the lineups, things like that. It's just radio style play by play. And then Soup allows me to actually show the game. Yeah. As the 3-0 pitch in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. I've this is actually my fifth season streaming the KBO. 5 years ago, I started. In 2022, I started as the 3-1, a swing and a miss at ball four, and that's going to run the count full 3-2. Africa TV was the name of the platform. It is Soup is used to be Africa TV. So I streamed for 2 years on Africa TV. Then the licensing switched for the KBO, and I couldn't stream, but they've allowed me to stream again this year. As did I get? Did you get? Did I get? What? I don't know what you're talking about, too, Lala. I got the Fish Fan donation. As the 3-2 pitch is going to be fouled, and another 3-2 pitch coming up. I wish I could add more stuff to those Ko-Fi ones. As that is going to be a ball four, and that puts runners now on first and third. Brings up. Oops, wrong button. Brings up a Che Young-woo, not the guy that you want coming up with runners on base. He's hitting 350 on the season, the all-time RBI leader, the all-time doubles leader, the all-time hit leader. All of that's a fun stuff. 52 pitches now for Che Sung-young. What's up, Club Cheese? Che Young-woo now. 0 for 1 on the day. Struck out in his first at-bats. Rolls over that one. Fouled away. Again, took over the all-time hit leader in the KBO earlier this season. Not a whole lot to just enjoying my lovely Saturday afternoon with people from who knows where. Jim's from Florida. We know that. I'm in Korea. As the 1-2 misses inside. 1-1. 32 pitches now from Che Sung-young here in the third inning. Runners on first and second. Yeah, this is the last year for me, last day for me for doing it though, is that's a swing and a miss. Remember, starting next week, all of the games will go to 5 p.m. on Saturdays and Sundays, except for some reason they still have some 2 o'clock games every once in a while. So 5 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday starting next week. So June is 5 o'clock. July and August is 6 o'clock on the weekends, except on Sundays when Keelam is home, then they have 2 o'clock games. All right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch now sets up on the outside and misses way outside at 2-2. New Jersey. Every time I hear New Jersey or New York City, I think about the old Pace Picante commercial. All right, here we go. The 2-2 pitch, a 2 on, a 2 out, 2 runs in this inning. Sets up on the outside once again. That is over, and that's going to get past the second baseman, and another run is going to come on in as Che Young-woo comes up with the RBI single. And what did I say about this pitcher, ladies and gentlemen? What did I say? You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Angmino steps in now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Celebrate good times. Come on. Hopefully, I don't get copyrighted for that. Is Kang Min Ho steps in 0 for 1, and that is going to be another shot that is going to roll. And 1 run is in. Che Young-woo is going to head on over to third. He's going to slide in, and Kang Min Ho comes up with an RBI single. Unhook the piano, old man. As they've got runners now on the corner, another run comes in. Don't want to hit any buttons, please. I just hit the button. Sorry, that should not be a 5. That should be 4. I'll change it. Don't everybody get all excited. All right, so Kang Min Ho coming up with a big hit there. You've got your runners now on first and third. The number 6 hitter coming up, Jun Byung-woo, only person that has not gotten up to bat in this inning as they have worked all the way around. So that is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Maybe next year. Mary Kate enjoying her Saturday and her Friday and her Thursday and her Wednesday and her Tuesday. Is that he says he went around and it's 0-2. 0-2 count now. Runners on first and third. Still 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. And Chae Sung-young, 38 pitches, 39 is low. And here comes pitch number 40 for the inning. I think they let him finish this inning. Unless he gives up a big home run here. He gets slaughtered every game he pitches. I don't know what's new. What's different about this one is the 1-2 is fouled away. Again, the guy, 10 starts, he's got 47 innings, I think. 43 innings, something like that. It's so bad. I didn't even, so normally I write down the stats of the starter, like how many wins they have, how many, innings, strikeouts, earned runs, how many home runs they've given up. I didn't even write them down for him because I'm like, he's not going to last long enough for me to use him. As the 1-2 is going to be a ground ball. Third baseman bobbles it, gathers himself, throws it over, and that will be a 5-4 putouts. But they get 4. 41 pitches in that inning from the pitcher as we will go to the 4th inning. It's 4-1 Samson. Yep, you heard correctly. Yep. Let me double check my numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Samsung with 5 hits. As they bat all the way around. 1, Oh, no, no. I can only do one game a day. It's a way too. Uh, KBO, KBO, let me, I think I'm usually about 80 to 85% correct on the season. Like, I know there's lots of people that talk about being KBO picks and all of that stuff, but I will 100% say uh, I don't trust any of them. All right, so we've got Yang Yi leading things off for the old Doosan Bears. As that's going to be a single through the left side, and here come the Doosan Bears. Yeah. So I don't. Lala, are you inside or outside of the U.S.? As that is in there for a strike. Kang Sung Ho steps in. I haven't even looked at the starters or anything, as Yo One is lifted foul. 0-2. Yeah, and normally they are. Oh, I would stay away from that game. I would not touch that game. Oler on the mound for Kia with a rested bullpen. LG on the mound. Song Sung Gi is a pretty good starter. Yeah, I would not touch that one. That is up high. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch misses down and in. 2-2. If I had to, again, my pick for the day was Samsung. If I had to pick one that was left, and again, it's not something I would pick, it would be NC. As the 2-2 swing and a miss up at his eyes. That's a 1 away. 4 strikeout of the day for old Buckland. Brings up Yoonjun Ho. Again, he does not have any music, so I can't play anything, as that is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Yeah, I do. And again, both of those bullpens are kind of stretched out, but in what do I like? So it's not so much what I like about NC, it's what I don't like about Lotte. And the 1-1 is popped up as Diaz in foul territory makes the play, and that will be a 2-way. So here's why I say NC. Obviously, these two teams are pretty close in the standings. NC has a better starter on the mound, is number one. Both of them used their bullpen a lot yesterday, but NC did not use their bullpen that much on Thursday. So Lotte has used their main guys for the last 2 days, versus NC, who just used them one day. That's why I say NC. NC has a better starter out on the mound. NC is home. There's the 0-1 in there for a strike. If you look at again, looking at Lotte's starter, Lotte's starter is a spot starter that misses down low. Lotte's starter is a spot starter, 1142 on this season. If again, I can go back and look at the Futures League. His last start in the Futures League, he ended up in let's see, he gave up 7 runs in 4 innings. As the 1-2 is a bounce into the dirts, 2-2. So if I had to, if you want a team to pick in the second set of games, NC to me would be the safest pick. Lotte won yesterday, but it was a close game. It was a 1-1 game into the 9th inning. Going to be a ground ball. The shortstop grabs it, throws to a second, and that will be a 6-4 put out. A leadoff single from Yang E.G., but 0 for 3 after that. We will go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 4-1. Samson. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da.
Thank you for Video Balloon 10, J Balls.
Thank you, J Balls. I have no idea what video balloons are, but awesome. Again, I don't know what any of the soup stuff is. Why are you scared for Riley Thompson? Jang Doosan? Here you go. Where is he at? Here you go, KBO. Oh, Jason Young, yeah. All right, he's still out there, though. Still out there. All right, double check here. All right, Diaz steps in. And looks at a strike 1. Diaz, the solo shot in his 1 at bat, so that's up high, 1-1. As Diaz lifts that one, and that is going at the wall. Goodbye again. Another shot from Diaz. Back-to-back leadoff home runs from Diaz. And that's... you talk about Chae-Sung Young. He is now at 66, I think, 67. All right, another pack of cards, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody else want to question any picks I make? Go ahead. Go ahead. Question me some more, ladies and gentlemen. This is why I should be in a KBO dugout. As that is going to be E.J. Young stepping in now. All right. Hake Bomb is in now instead of EJ Hyun. After, I guess, after the air, I thought it looked like they put in somebody else. All right, let's finish up with these cards. As the 1-1 is rolled over foul. 1 and 2. Wonder how many of you guys took Samsung when Doosan was up 1-0. Go the 2-2 pitch. Is Pak Chi-guk, reliever for Doosan. Might see him, might not. So he usually comes in when they have a lead. As the 2-2 is swing and a miss, and that is down on strikes. Second strikeout of the day for Chae Sung-young. And then we've got Ito Yoon, the utility infielder for Hanwha, as Yuji Hyuk steps in, looks at a strike, and it's 0-1. Then Im Gi-young, pitcher for the Kia Tigres, as he misses outside. Iwan Suk, this is the Kium Iwan Suk. And last up is No Kyung-eun, the old man who pitched in the WBC, throwing up 80-mile-an-hour changeups, as that is in there for a strike, and 1 and 2. All right, the 1-2 fouled away, stays 1 and 2, 75 pitches now for Chae Sung-young. They're just trying to get I guess they're trying to get 5 innings out of him. I don't know. Maybe they're like, we're not going to beat this team anyway. I don't know what the deal is, but here we go. The 1-2 pitch fouled away. How many packs do we have left? I think we got 1 pack of carbon left. And then we will go to the much cheaper versions of cards. Again, each of these packs is about 1 box is 100,000 won, which is about $80. So each pack is about $8. They're worth next to nothing. As the 1-2 pitch. Just want to do something to change it up for those of you guys watching. So we've got 1 pack if we get another home run here. As the 1-2 way up high. Yeah, obviously, again, I don't like, I think if I did gamble, if I did make bets and all of that, I think I would be okay. I would probably stay away from those a lot of the things you guys do, as that is up and in, runs the count full, 3 and 2. Yeah, it's a fun league, Hernandez. I mean, it's obviously better than a lot of leagues, but it is a league of a game is never over. And that is going to be slapped foul. Stays 3 and 2, 80 pitches now for Chae Sung-young. 17 in this inning, already given up another solo shot to Diaz. Diaz led off the 3rd inning with a solo shot, led off the 4th inning with a solo shot. Hopefully this game doesn't get too far out of hand. As the 3-2 pitch is turned on, that is going to go. Cameron is going to watch it hit off the top of the wall, and he is going to cruise into second base with a 1-out double. Ranking the 3-2 pitch almost out of the stadium, or almost out of the park. So far today, no. Just because Kia's bullpen is not very good. I don't trust Kia's bullpen. As misses up high to the shortest player in the league, and it's a 1-0. Kim Ji-chan, a 1-for-1 on the day. A single in his first at-bat was picked off, though, and then a stupid sacrifice bunt. And here we go, the 1-0 pitch. He golfs that one. Daz Cameron will go back and makes the catch. He will tag up and head on over to third base. But 2 away now. Brings up a Kim Sung-yoon. Oh, he actually has 3 strikeouts. And Cameron really struggling. No, it's got to go over the yellow. The Kim Sung-yoon right to the shortstop, throws across, and that will be a 3-away on the 6-3 putouts. But once again, Diaz leads off the inning with a home run. We go to the 5th inning, 5-1. Samsung. Definitely wouldn't have been anywhere near a homer in the MLB, as this stadium that you're currently watching is the smallest stadium in the league. 0 questions. Well, it's technically not the smallest. Let me rephrase that. It is the easiest to hit a home run in because the corners are okay, but the center field wall goes straight across. And so normally, you have your kind of rounded outfield wall, but at Samsung, they have their corners and then they have a short, straight wall in center field. And then from the center field wall to the corners is a straight line. So left center and right center is very, very, very short. So that is why Samsung hits so many home runs. So even like the Diaz home run probably wouldn't have been a home run in almost every single stadium, except for this one. That's why taking the over in Samsung games is usually a good idea if they're away. Their home and road splits are massively, massively different. Yeah, you're telling me, man. 4-hour game on Thursday absolutely killed me for work. All right, so coming up is going to be the 1, 2, 3 hitters. That misses, and it's 2-0. Nope, I live in Korea. I've lived in Korea for over 12 years. I used to be a season ticket holder for the KBO. That is strike and 2-1. I used to go to 80 to 90 games a season. 2-1 pitch. Now that is a popped foul. And it gets out of play. 2-2. If you're watching in YouTube, that actual picture of the stadium, that is from me. I actually took that picture. That was a Hanwha versus a Samsung game in 2018. In 2018, I went to every stadium at least once. I went to 90 something games that year as the 2-2 in there for a strike, and that will be a looking variety on away now as Lachlan that gets his fifth strikeout of the day. Da, 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 da. Jung-Soo Bin steps in 0 for 2 on the day, as that one is up high. Ball one. 144 games a year. All teams play each other 16 times. This is up high. When you play 9 teams to 16 times, 144 times. There's the 2-0 is just catches the corner, and it's 2-1. Yeah, they absolutely. As the 2-1 misses outside, a 3-1. Those of you guys who are watching, again, I talked about this earlier. Starting next week, I'll no longer do Saturday games for a while. As that misses outside, and he walks him. The Doosan Bears have the best walk music. They have the Smurfs theme. So starting next week, I will no longer do Saturday games. Me and 2 of the guys that are often in the stream, we are hopping in my 3-cylinder van and touring the country and heading to every single stadiums. We'll make some videos, all of that stuff. As Park Ji-hoon looks at strike one. So if you are on YouTube, make sure you subscribed. That way you can see when the videos come out. And then if you're on SOOP, make sure you subscribe on my YouTube. That way you can see the videos. I won't put them on SOOP. As the 0-1 is going to be a ground ball past the die being a shortstop. And they've got another runner on the base. This isn't the issue. It's not getting them on. It's getting them in. So now you've got your runners on first and second with 1 out. So bringing up Mr. Cameron. He has had plenty of opportunities today, but has not been able to get too much going. Cameron steps in, runners on first and second. Big sweep and hook in there for a strike, and it's on 1. 80 pitches now for Lachlan. 291 on the season for Cameron. All right, the 0-1 pitch. That is a slapped foul. 0-2. For those of you guys watching on SOOP, please make sure you hit the thumbs up. That is called an up or a recommendation. That's how you this stream goes out onto the main page. If you want to follow me, make sure you hit the little star next to my channel name, and that is following me on SOOP. It's called a loyal viewer. Pretty important. Obviously, if you're on YouTube, like and subscribe and all that stuff, as that's going to be a ground ball off of the third baseman's body, throws it to second to get the outs, and that will be a 5-4 putouts. Moves the runner up to a third base as Cameron not able to get it through the left side, but again, not good defense by the third baseman. It ate him alive, and that kept them from getting the double play. Pulling his head again. Man, when I take over, these boys are going to be learning. These boys are going to have so many ground balls, so many bruises from getting it absolutely drilled. All right, so Kim Min-suk steps in now. Cameron over at first. I imagine that he is going to try to steal a bag here. That is popped up. Will it get out of play? A third baseman slides and makes the catch in foul territory, and that will be 3 away. Once again, they get 2 runners on, but nope. Nothing after that, so we go to the bottom of the 5th. 5, 1, 5-1. Leaving them on base all day long. Leaving them on, leaving them on. 0 for 8 with runners on base, or runners in scoring position. 1 for 16. What's good, R2B? Twins are home. Probably it's for O'Loughlin. All right, so we're back, bottom of the 5th inning. Coming up is do we still have Che? Nope, we've got a new pitcher out on the mound. Yang Jae Hoon. He is gonna face Park Sung Gyu. Is we've got a I don't know if it's a pinch hitter, but we've got somebody out instead of Gu Jauk. So that is a slapped foul. No 1-1. And a fouls that one up. Yeah, I think I've been sending quite a few people to SOOP, I will say. As here we go, the 0-2 pitch now. That is a foul away again. That stays 0-2. Yeah, SOOP is a relatively new platform because so a lot of them. So SOOP used to be called Africa TV until 3 years ago, and then they made 2 platforms, one global platform and one Korean platform, and they just combined them this past year. As the 0-2 lays off of it, yeah, check down to first. She says he did not go. So very, very few English streamers on the platform at all. All right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch coming up. This is inside. And another 2-2 misses outside, runs the count full. 3-2 goes from a 0-2 count to a full count. Yeah. I don't think many people outside of Korea know much about SOOP, as that is going to be lifted up. A right fielder going. Goodbye, baseball. Another leadoff home run. Back to back to back innings with leadoff homers. As Samsung adds another one. Last pack of carbons, ladies and gentlemen. Samsung, LG has the better overall offense, top to bottom. Kia has some high end at bats. Oler is
Thank you for the recommendation, Carlos W51.
Thank you, Carlos. Welcome. All right, the Che Hyung-woo steps in. RBI single last inning. Last at bat back in the third inning. Here we go. The 0-1.
Thank you for the recommendation, R2V_Hayes.
Thank you, R2. Ooh, this edges are all messed up. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our last pack of carbons. As the 0-2 pitch checks him. He says he went around. That'll be it for him. As we got to the first outs. All right, here we got KT's pitcher, one of their better pitchers, Go Young Pyo, the side armor. We've got Ageless Wonder, NC Dinos, EJ Hyuk. One of the best songs in all of the KBO, E.G. Young, the backstop for SSG. No idea who this is. Byun Song Gwan. And our last card in this is Chun Sung Ho. He is now actually an LG twin and no longer a KT Wiz. As 0-1 misses out and no 1-1. 13 pitches now for a young Jae-hoon. That'll be it for the carbons. We'll go to a different pack later on the next home run. That is in there for a strike on the outside to Kang-min Ho. Kang-min Ho 1 for 2 on the day, popped up to the shortstop in his first at-bats, and then RBI single in his last at-bats. One away here in the bottom of thy 5th inning. The bottom, not the top. There we go. And it misses low. 2-2. What do you normally stream, Hayes? The 2-2 pitch. Way out on into the dirt, and another full count. Foul. Stays 3-2. Yeah. Samsung is the home team. The team that just ripped it into a foul, though. Yeah, you got the you're since you're in SOOP, you don't have the English stuff up there. But yeah, they're the home team. They're currently number 1 in the league. They are very, 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 very good at home. As here we go, the 3-2 pitch now. Once again. Time is called. Here we go. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And the first time Samsung is being retired on a full count. Give me just a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that right? Yep, 5 strikeouts. Don't know. He might come back out for the 6th. Is a Jun Byung-woo up there hacking away at the first pitch he sees, fouls it away, and it's 0-1. I wouldn't put it past him, Carlos. No problemo. He's at 82 pitches, I think, through 5 innings. As the 0-1 is rolled over. 1-2. Over 6.5. I don't know. That misses outside. 1-2. Last time he faced LG, which was 2 starts ago, he had 10 strikeouts and in 6 innings. 2 solo home runs. The 1-2 is lifted up. A right fielder underneath it, though. 144 is going to be a flyout. Another leadoff solo shot, this from Pak Sung-gyu. We will take a break, and I'll be back for the 6th inning. All right, so we're back at top of the sixth inning, ladies and gentlemen. Yang E.G. leading things off. O'Loughlin is still out there, 83 pitches. That one misses up high, though. Ball one. And that misses. Nope, that catches the top of the zone. Where you at, Mary Kate? 1-1, way outside at 2-1. Do you have him for like under X amount of strikeouts? Is the 2-1 is a foul away at 2-2. You got to set those alarms, KBO. Got to set those alarms. The 2-2 almost hits him, runs the count full, 3-2. That's is going to walk him. All right, so runner on first base, Yang E.G. Staying out there. He's going to face a Kang Sung Ho. That's a big breaking ball that misses inside. 1-0, 90 pitches now for O'Loughlin. Another 1-0 pitch. Lifted foul, but out of play, and it's a 1-1. Yeah, Samsung's bullpen not looking good from yesterday. I think if it was like no matter what, they're gonna go with him. If he wasn't a foreigner, they would go and take him out. Because that's a swing and a miss on that high fastball. The pitch that I keep telling teams to throw, and nobody wants to listen to me. These KBO hitters have a big hitch and loop in their swings that doesn't allow them to get to that high fastball. Right, here we go, the 1-2 pitch. And that is going to be a single, might get into two through as Yang E.G. is going to round second, head on over to third base, and Kang Sung Ho is in base with a double. They've got the runners on second and third now, and that might be it for O'Loughlin. Pitches, O'Loughlin now. Nope, they're gonna keep him in. The Yoon Jun Ho swing and a miss here. I'm sorry, Cappy, but here comes your 6 strikeouts. Here comes his 6 strikeouts. Put it on the board, Cappy. Right to the 0-1 pitch, sets up down low, and that's right down the middle for strike number 2, 0-2. He's going to throw a pitch outside the zone, and he's going to swing at it. Right here, KBO. Right here, Cappy. Thank you for all the hearts down there in the YouTube. Here we go. The 0-2 sets up outside, and he hit him. 0-2 count, and he hits him. Set up way outside. Set up way outside, and he hit him. That's got to be it for him, right? 96 pitches. You're going to have a pinch hitter here. That'll be it for that'll be it for him. Got the 0-2 counts on a guy that's hitting not even his weight in kilograms. Uh-oh. 96 pitches. They're going to keep him out there. Cappy is not happy. He is going to face a pinch hitter. Oh, get a pinch hitter. Don't worry, the guy coming up is not a very good hitter either. Kim Jong-sung will step in. I don't think he has music, as that is a strike in there on the inside corner. Yeah, he doesn't have music. All right, here we go. The 0-1 pitch. Rolls it over, but it's a foul. And 0-2. Here's my impersonation of Cappy. And he squirts it through the right side, and that is going to be a pinch hit RBI single, and just like that, Doosan 2. Bases are still loaded up. Okay, that's got to be it for him, right? Right? "99 pitches for O'Loughlin." Yeah. He is waiting and waiting. Out comes the old. Oh, they're leaving him in, Cappy. All right, we'll have a pitching change. Cappy enjoying his day now. That'll be it for him. The base is still loaded, nobody out. First hit that they've had all day with runners on base, runners in scoring position. Let's see. All right. You now have a new pitcher here for Samsung. Park Jung-hyun will come in. "14 games, 13 points, 1 innings, a 4.72 ERA." That is the ultimate question, KBO. Park Chan-ho will lead things off. Bases loaded. Nobody out. A tying run at the plate. He does have some power. Not a lot, but he does have some. Again, this is the easiest stadium to hit a home run in. That's misses outside, though. Oops, wrong side. I want to know. Chan. 1-0 in there for a strike. 1-1. All right, just double checking, making sure that's the YouTube chat still working. As the 1-1 pitch into the dirts. 2-1. Park Jung. Park Jung. Baek Jung Hyun, not Park Jung Hyun. Here we go. The 2-1 pitch sets up right down the middle and misses way up high. Ball 3. 3 for 6 on the season with the bases loaded as Pak Chan Ho having himself a chance here on a 3-1 count, so let her rip. And he walks him. Gotta love the KBO, ladies and gentlemen. No lead is safe. That is turned on, lifted up, Jung Soo Bin giving it a ride, and that is going to be a grand slam for Doosan to take the lead. Yesterday, a grand slam to take the lead. Today, a grand slam to take the lead. And that is from your center fielder. They're not walking in runs this time. Back-to-back games with come from behind grand slams. I got to get another pack of cards, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We got a pack now. There we go. We got another pack. I'm running out of cards. I'm going to have to order some new ones. Double pack. Just ridiculous, as that'll be it for him. Came in, walked the first guy, then immediately gave up a grand slam. That's right, Buklaw. Oh, the KBO, it never ceases to amaze you, right? Says we got, again, the grand slams are 2 packs here. So we got 2 packs of the KBO cards coming up. Oh, I can't wait for my phone to start blowing up from the old ARPO. Samsung gonna blow this, and then everybody's gonna tell me I don't know what I'm talking about when baseball. All right. Here we go. We've got a fantastic pack. Jung Woo-ju, the great pitcher for Hanwha. And then we've got Oji Won, the shortstop for LG. And we've got Samsung legend, Lee Sung-yup. He was the all-time home run leader until Chae Jong passed him up recently. Just ridiculous game, ladies and gentlemen. Ridiculous, ridiculous, ridiculous. Laughlin's like, yep, that's on me. I should not have been out there that long. We'll have a new hitter, our new pitcher coming in. Those runs are going to be charged to Laughlin as Jung Chan-ee comes in. That is a fouled away. 0-2. I really hate these KBO packs. They are absolutely impossible to open. No, I wouldn't blame Jack for that. I definitely blame the manager for leaving him out there that long. And he hits him. All right, here's the next pack. We've got Hanwha's backstop, was backstop, but Che Jae-hoon. Kim Young-woo, number 67 for Kyung, or for LG. And Hanwha legend, Jungmin Cho, one of the retired numbers there. So, two pretty good packs in there. There's another runner on base. This is a never-ending supply of base runners for Doosan here. Cameron steps in. Cameron now having a full face guard thing on. Still no outs. And looks at a striker right down the middle. Cameron 0 for 2 on the day, hit by a pitch in his first at bats, a pop up into foul territory, and a 5-4 ground out. That is fouled straight back. 0-2. KBO doing KBO things, ladies and gentlemen. Doosan's bullpen is not very good, just so you guys know also. So, well, yes, they did just give up the lead. The Doosan still has to keep the lead. All right, here we go. The 0-2 pitch. Way outside, nowhere close to a strike zone anywhere in Korea. As the 0-2 pitch to a right-handed batter from a right-handed pitcher.
Thank you for the recommendation, Palmer's 7256.
Thank you, Palmer's. Welcome. All right, here we go. The 1-2. Way up high. Oh, Doosan starter already left. The 2-2 pitch is checks over. Samsung's starter only went 4 innings. Or sorry, Doosan starter only went 4 innings. All right, the 2-2 pitch. Cameron. They set up outside and they miss low. Again, this is the way it goes. 0-2 pitch. Throw it in the other batter's box. Miss the next pitch. Now you've got a full count. Going from an 0-2 count. Goes from an 0-2 count to a 3-2 count after trying to get him to chase on the 0-2 pitch. Grand slam, Espinoza. Still nobody out. Swing and a miss, the throw down in time, and he got him. Strike him out, throw him out, double play from Kang Min Ho. Says, I may be old, but don't run on me anymore. That is a fouled away, and it's 0-1. Club Cheese, it's the only way the KBO works, man. They can't just have a nice, easy game. Probably Espinoza. Good guess, Juan Pierre. The 0-1 in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. John Chani coming in to try to clean up the mess. The 0-2 pitch is a slapped foul. Hopefully you guys took the over. It means Suck, the only batter, the only Doosan player not up in this inning so far. And the 0-2 pitch just misses low, 1-2. Those of you guys watching, please make sure you hit the thumbs up and like on YouTube, or hit the thumbs up, the up recommendation. Oh, yeah, they're absolutely awful, Carlos, as that is a slapped foul. It's because, again, these managers want to put themselves into every single game and overmanage instead of just letting the players play. I mean, you go back to the first inning. Doosan gets the leadoff batter on base, and they try to bunt. Why are you playing for 1 run in the first inning? As that misses outside, 1-2. Again, then same thing in... Again, you had the same thing back in the 3rd inning with Samsung. The 2-2 is fouled away. It stays 2-2. They think that 1 run in the first inning is going to be a big deal instead of playing for multiple runs in the first inning. Just managers trying to overplay, not letting the players play the game. As the 2-2 is lifted up. Right fielder underneath it. He's trying to block it. The center fielder runs into each other. Again, absolutely no communication whatsoever in the KBO in the outfields. I've played in Korea, and they also have zero communication. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. 7-6. Doosan. Double check my numbers. 8 to 2 errors. Now I gotta figure out all these numbers in this inning here. Yeah, you should be done betting on KBO anyway. It's not. I just don't understand how you guys bet on KBO, honestly. It's just so unpredictably random at everything. All right, so we are back, maybe. Try to get my stuff back. Kang Seung Ho. All right, so Diaz steps in. That is in there for a strike at the top. Lee Byung-hyun steps in. I have yet to see him throw a good inning. Diaz, 2 for 2 in the day. That is way up high. He's a 2 for 2 on the day. Kim Jong-sung over to first base. Another 1-1 pitch. Ooh, that was it, ladies and gentlemen. That was the pitch. Diaz, 2 for 2 on the day, solo shots. He's led off 2 innings, and both of them have been solo shots. As the 1-2 misses way up high, 2-2. Yeah, another late inning grand slam, Flannery. Another late inning grand slam. All right, the 2-2 pitch up high. Runs the count full. He had a solo shot in his first at bat on a full count. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Sets up down on the outside. Swing and a miss. No, he can't as he swings at ball 5. And that is 1 away. Brings up Pak Bum. I need to get some adjustments here as Doosan has moved some guys around. Kong Sun Ho over to second. Yu Chan is done. Im Jong Sung into first base. That's what happens when you leave, is that is in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. And 0-1. You can't leave. That's the rules. Fouled away. Okay, Bum 0 for 1 on the day. Struck out in his only at bat on the day. Yi Byung Hun, 8 pitches so far, sets up down low, and that misses outside. 1-2 again. 0-2 pitch. Can't throw a strike. Can't challenge a pitcher. Can't challenge a hitter. That would be uncalled for, ladies and gentlemen. And the 1-2 pitch now. Sets up right down the middle. Fouls that away. You never know, King. You never know. It's the KBO. Where's Mary Kate? Battery Sam? What? Yeah, the 1-2 is lined right at the third baseman. And that will be 2 away. Brings up the number 9 hitter, UG Yuck. Now, UG Yuck, 2 for 2 on the day, and that's going to be a little liner to left field, and that is going to be 3 away, 3 up, 3 down. For the first time in 4 innings, they do not lead off the inning with a home run. We will go to the 7th. 7-6 Doosan. Interesting. For the first time in a while, nobody scored. Yeah, they have cheerleaders. Absolutely, they have cheerleaders. I don't know. They took him out after he dove out of the way from a ball. So he was up in the third inning. Yeah. So in the third inning, he went down on a pitch, and then the next thing. Yeah, well, American baseball is no fun to watch. All right, so we've got to the top of the seventh inning coming up. You're gonna have the 6, 7, 8 hitters. The Yang EG looks at ball one. Yang EG led off last inning, walked and came around to score. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. Yang EG 1 for 2 on the day. He reached on an air, a single, and then walked and scored a run. Yeah, so after that, they subbed him into left field. They subbed Pak Sung-gyu into left field. The 1-1 is fouled straight back. Thank you, CDH. Big Chris Mullins? Like as in the former Pacers? As the 1-2 is up high, 2-2. Big Chris Mullins, big fans? No more walks, no more hits. Yeah, that good luck with that in the KBO with their bullpens. As the 2-2 is hits him. Well, technically that's not a walk, KBO. Technically it's not a walk. A hit by pitch is not a walk. I think that's the 5th hit of the day, 5th hit batter of the day. Is ridiculous. I'm still rocking my iPhone 15 Pro Max, waiting for a decent Pro Max to come out. Yeah, so Pak Sung-gyu went out into left, and alrighty, finally it's on over to first base. Jang Chan-hee. Yeah, you got to stop betting. You got to stop talking. Samsung has a better bullpen, I would say. Yeah, I was thinking about the Pro 18 Pro Max, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll have a pinch runner here for Yang EG. Joe Suhang, absolute speed on first base now. So Joe Suhang now running. Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the thing. He's running. They've got the number 7 hitter coming up. The number 7 hitter is 1 for 3 on the day. He hit the grand slam last night to give them the lead. So what are they going to probably do here? That's right, Carlos. That's right. Oh, the old Obama phone. All right, are we going to get the bunts here? Kang Sung Ho checks over on the runner. Joe Suhang is extremely, extremely fast, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so I switched to the 15 Pro Max because that was the first year of the USB-C. That is a ripped foul. Didn't switch to the 17 because it didn't feel like that was a big upgrade. But I used to use mine a lot for filming, for YouTube videos and stuff. So I wanted the USB-C with the ability to record straight to an SSD. Right to the 0-1 pitch to Kong Sung Ho. Pops him up. Shortstop out onto the grass, makes the catch, and that will be on away. Should have bunted or something. Should have bunted. A real manager would have bunted. Got a lot of speed on the base pass, so you don't steal with him. That makes sense, right? All right, Yoon Jun Ho looks at ball one up high. 1-0 now. 0 for 2 on the day. Hit by a pitch in his last at bat. Came around to score on the Grand Slam. As the 1-0 pitch sets up on the outside, and that's going to be a slow roller. The pitcher grabs it. Oh, he should have went to second, but goes to first instead. That'll be a 1-3 putouts. 2 away now, moves the runner up. Had all day to go to seconds. As you can see, his feet were just now into the point, into the frame. All right, so steps up. Im Jong Sung had an RBI single in his pinch hits. That's Mrs. Low. 1-0. No music for him. Yeah. And the 1-0 misses up high. 2-0. Two count now. Jong Sung 1 for 1. And steps off, checks the runner back. He's on an island out there by himself, nowhere near him. This inning, they do have the top of the inning coming up. And that one is popped up. A left fielder giving chase into the shadows. And that will be a 3 away. A leadoff hit by pitch, but nothing after that as they once again go back to their offers. We will go to the bottom of the 7th. Definitely a possibility for them to tie it up in the bottom of the 7th here. But again, I don't want to say one way or the other. Top of the lineup, 1, 2, 3 coming up. A 1, a 2, a 3. Doosan is left to 10 runs, 10 runners on base right now. Four for 24 with runners on base. 2 for 9 with 2 for 11 with runners in scoring position. Not good is not good, not a good, and not a good. All right. right, we're back, bottom of the inning. The leadoff batter going to come up. Oh, Kim Ji Chan leads off. What's up? Well, welcome. All right, so Kim Ji Chan leads off. Even Byung Hun already thrown 12 pitches. That one is going to be pitch number 13, way outside. 1-0. This is where they should be able to get a run back. Here we go, the 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. Do have a lefty on the mound, a lefty following in Kim Sung-yoon, a righty in Park Sung-gyu, a lefty in Chae Hyung-woo, righty Kang Min-ho, righty, lefty, righty, lefty. As the 1-1 pitch just catches the outside top corner, 1-2. All right, we'll have this year the 1-2 pitch. And throw it outside. This is up high. 2-2. You put him on base, you've got a lot of speed, and he is extremely fast. The 2-2 pitch misses outside, runs the count full, 3-2. I think my full count numbers are off. And the 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss at ball 4. And 1 away. Swinging at that 3-2 pitch way off the plates. Diaz did it. Kim Ji Chan does it. All right, so Kim Sung-yoon steps in 0 for 3 on the day. That catches the bottom of the zone. 0-1. 19 pitches now for Lee Byung-hun. Kim Sung-yoon, a fly out to right, an RBI, 4-3 RBI ground outs back in the third inning, a 6-3 ground out in the fourth.
감사합니다.
Thank you. Take a chill pill. How did you get that name? Come on, bitch. I can't play someone else's song whenever Samsung's up to bat. All right, the 1-1 pitch now. Slapped foul. 1-2. Do have a righty coming up next. The same righty that hit the solo shots in the 5th inning. That was the last hit that Samsung had. All right, here we go. 1-2 pitch. Sets up on the outside once again. Slaps it foul. And the third base coach makes an error. 22 pitches now. How is he going to do? Yeah, all the Samsung ones. Well, most of the other teams aren't. There's only like maybe one per team or one random player song that is copyrighted. Yeah, here we go. The 1-2 pitch. Yeah, turns on it, but it will hook foul. Stays 1-2. Again, they're not. All of the songs are obviously copyrighted because it's someone else's, but they don't claim them on YouTube. At least they haven't yet. At least they haven't yet. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball, that's going to get through the right side, and Kim Sung Yoon is on base with a 1-out single. First time he has been on base via the hit today. Brings up a Pak Sung Gyu. The Kia was the last group that I made just because I don't stream them very often. All right, we'll have a pitching change. I imagine they'll bring in a righty to face the Pak Sung Gyu here in the 7th inning. As the game is going to drag on, but at least it's a good one. At least it is a good one, ladies and gentlemen. Other games getting ready to start in not too long. Na, 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 na. All right, so we should be just about back. Rolling the ball around the horn. We'll have a new pitcher coming in for Kim Jong-woo out on the mound now. 23 games, 23 points, 1 innings, 193 ERA, 2 losses, 2 holds, 20 strikeouts, 12 walks, 171 batting average against. Bringing him in to face the Pak Sung Gyu. Pak Sung Gyu 1 for 1 on the day with a solo shot in the 5th inning. Again, it took over in the 4th. Kim Sung Yoon over at first base has a lot of speed. He is very, very fast. As that is going to be a ground ball back to, and the shortstop bobbles it, and that is going to be an E6 in a big way. Backhanded it to turn the double play, but the ball came loose. And now you've got runners on first and second with Chae Hyung-woo up to bat. Spins to come up with the ball to throw to second to start the double play, and it squirts out. Chae Hyung-woo, big swing there. Big swing there. Chae Hyung-woo. 1 for 3 on the day, 2 strikeouts, and a RBI single. Can't be a 2-run bomb. There's already 2 runners on. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. Sets up on the outside. Swing and a miss right through. It's 148 on the gun there. Big time at bat here. 0-2 counts. All-time hit leader, all-time RBI leader, all-time doubles leader in the KBO. And that is into the dirts. 1-2. Chegan Samsung e Hyung Nim Mida Sunmida Uri Yang. All right, now we've got to the 1-2 pitch. Broken bats, throws to seconds, then to first, and that is going to be a 1-6-3 Ending inning. Double play as we go to the 8th. 7-6. Doosan. That one was a rough one. Now, it's the KBO. It's the KBO. Those of you guys still hanging out, please make sure you hit the thumbs up on YouTube for the like on SOOP. Make sure you hit that. That is an up or a recommendation. It's super important over on SOOP. If you are hanging out on YouTube, make sure you've subscribed. And then if you are on SOOP, if you would like to subscribe, please do so. Next to my channel name is a little star. That is how you follow me over on SOOP. I stream 6 days a week. Well, starting next month, I'll be streaming 5 days a week. Saturdays will mostly be actually going to the games. I will live stream a little bit from the games, so make sure you're following me there. Yeah. So we've got the 5 to 6. Nope, wrong. We've got the top of the lineup coming up for Doosan. The top of the lineup coming up. Cheung not putting any effort into running down that line. Right, the top of the lineup coming up for Doosan. All right, so Kim Min Shin out there. 2 games, 1 inning, an ERA of 9. Never a strike. 1-1. And on the 1-1 pitch, that is a fouled away. 1-2. That is about 20% of the KBO, man. All right, the 1-2 pitch sets up down at the knees. He went around, I think. No, he says he did not. Look like he did to me. Will they video replay that? No, they're not. I would think that you would video replay that this late in the game. As the 2-2 pitch up high, full counts. The 3-2 counts. Fouled it away. It stays the 3-2. I gotta learn all these songs for next weekend. The 3-2 misses way up high, and he is on first with a leadoff walk. Mary Kate gonna be super jealous next week. Yeah, a couple arms are warming up in the bullpen for Samsung. All right, to Jung-Soo Bin, he had the grand slam back in his last at bats. We did. So I did get tickets in the out. We'll go to Jamshil unless we get to better tickets for the NC game. We'll go to the Doosan game next weekend in the outfield cheer section. And that is way up high. Nah. Why are you throwing up KT Wiz signs? All right, so 1-0 pitch. Are they going to try to bunt here? You got a 1-run lead, a runner on first. They tried to bunt in the first inning. Why not bunt here? And that is in there for a strike. 1-1. Who does Doosan play next week? I don't even know who they play. Oh, Kium. They play Kium. 1-1 pitch now. Checks over on the runner, slides back. That's the 1-1 pitch. That is going to be lined into center field. Will make the catch. And he will throw it back to first, but it's not in time, and that will be 1 away. One away now brings up the number 3 hitter, Park Ji-hoon. I assume I will agree. I agree with you, I guess, Beefy. I'm not much of a UFC guy. I still can't believe Doosan has hit back-to-back games with the go-ahead grand slams. That's just ridiculous. All right, Park Ji-hoon steps in. 1 for 2 on the day. That's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. 4-3 ground out in his first at-bat. A sacrifice bunt that scored 0 runs. A single and a hit by pitch, but then was caught stealing. Now the 0-1 into the dirt. 1-1. Other games getting ready to start up. Here we go, the 1-1 pitch. Sets up right down the middle, and the pitch, a big curveball that forgets the curve. It's just a ball. Da, 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 da. Right, here we go with a 2-1 pitch. Park Ji-hoon goes up high, the throw in time, and he gets him. Another caught stealing by Kang Min-ho. And that erases the base runner. And 2 away on the ball 3. All right, Park Ji-hoon, the 3-1 pitch misses way outside, and that's his ball 4. Would have moved him over to second base as a wins, but instead, you've got 2 away with the runner over on first base. So Cameron once again steps in. Well, Diaz will get a chance to come up in the bottom of the 8th inning. All right, so we'll have a pitching change here. That'll be it for him. Another pitching change, a pitching change here, a pitching change there. Everywhere, pitching change. Doosan, 9 walks today. 9 walks. Again, in the 6th inning where they scored their 6 runs, they had a walk, a hit by a pitch, a walk, a hit by a pitch. Then in the 7th, a hit by a pitch. This inning, 2 walks. 2nd inning, a hit by a pitch. The 5th inning, a walk. Just an absolute walk fest. The KBO bullpens, again, really struggle to do anything like throwing strikes. Cameron will lead things off in whenever we get our new pitcher coming back out. Let's see who comes out. See if they actually let me know who it is. Oh, no. Oh, no. Miyagi out on the mound, 22 games, 18.1 innings, 1 loss, 3 holds, and a 5.40 ERA. Bringing in the Asian quota guy to face Cameron. Interesting choice, but what do I know? All these people are using their towels not to cheer, but to cover up because it's so hot. Again, the KBO always schedules these 2 o'clock games, and nobody likes them. Ball one in the dirt. Sorry, my AirPod quit charging, and I'm gonna have to charge them really quickly. As that is throw over to first base. And here we go, the 1-1 pitch. All right, the 1-2 pitch coming up. Miyagi. Yeah, that's what they always do. They always show Lee Jong-hoo, as that one is fouled away. Stays 1-2. Hopefully these AirPods will charge up quickly. All right, the 1-2 pitch way outside at 2-2, but he threw it 151, so it's a good pitch, right? That's the KBO mentality, I think. Cameron 0 for 3 on the day, a hit by pitch in his first at bats with nobody on. Then with people on, popped up to the first baseman. Then with people on, a 5-4 ground out. Then with people on, struck him. The 2-2, did he go around? I don't think he did. And now that runs the count full, 3-2. Second straight full counts for Cameron. All right, here we go. The 3-2 pitch sets up down at the knees, and he walks him. Couldn't have called that one. Couldn't have called that one, ladies and gentlemen. Bringing in this guy. I'm not entirely sure why. I'm not even entirely sure why he is still in the league. They really don't have any other better options. Is the pitching coach is going to come out now? Again, I don't understand. Yep, that is going to be it for him. We're going to have another pitching change. Again, he's not good. I mean, just not good. Like, there's no reason to bring him in. Doosan Bears will come in now for Samsung. I've never once seen him pitch well. Not once. Not once. They're going to Doosan Bears, the lefty, to face Kim Min-suk, who is also a lefty. And then on deck is Jo Soo-hang. Whether or not he gets in at bats. I want these two things to happen, KBO. Just these two things. No big deal. Just these two things. Kim Min-suk will step in. He's a 1 for 4 on the day. Doosan Bears will be the new pitcher. All right, Doosan Bears out on the mound to 24 pitches, or 24 innings, 24.2 innings, a 1 win, 8 holds, 182 ERA. I think most people took Samsung. Samsung not only was probably heavily favored coming into this game, but also at one point they were up 6-1. They were up at 6-1. As here we go, Kim Min-suk will step in. He will face Doosan Bears. What do you mean? What game? The other 4 games are on. I'm not streaming them. The Kim Min-suk. This is way up high. Doosan Bears is a pretty good reliever. Struck out in his second. Foul pop up in the 5th, and a fly out to center. And that is going to be past Diaz. That is going to bring in the run all the way home, as that scores another one on the RBI single from Kim Min-suk. And Doosan takes the 8-6 lead. Bringing in Miyagi to walk the guy, put him up into scoring position. A fantastic choice Absolutely fantastic choice, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Sure. All right. So Joe Su Hang will step in now, unless they've pinch hitting here. Cameron over at third base. Today is 46, so tomorrow will be a 47. All right, so Joe Su Hang getting his first at bat. So he's at 333 on the season. It looks at ball one up high. His song is awesome. Joe Su Hang, Joe Su Hang, Joe Su Hang, Su Hang. Thank you. So 1-0 is in there for a strike, 1-1. How does a team give up, come from behind grand slams in back-to-back days? Crashing out or cashing out, Espinoza? Which one? Both valid options. All right, the 1-1 pitch to Joe Su Hang sets up on the outside. Misses low, 2-1. I just want to play his song all the time. As the 2-1 is lifted up, right fielder underneath it though, and that will be outs. Number 3, but they get another one on 3 walks and 1 hit. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 8-6. Samsung. Joe Su Hang, Joe Su Hang, Joe Su Hang. I mean, every bet in the KBO is a dumb bet, honestly. Every bet in the KBO is a dumb one. Crazy. They have had 27 at bats with runners on base. They have had 27 at bats with runners on base. Not obviously not counting walks either, because they've walked 10 different runners. They've walked 10 different batters so far in this game. 9 hits with 10 walks. That's how they have, and 2 errors also. Just ridiculous. The amount of offense. Again, Samsung's stadium is the easiest stadium to hit home runs in. That's why you're seeing these grand slams. We've got to the bottom of the inning coming up. Samsung will have their 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up. The 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up. Sorry, the 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up. They've got to get 1 run back here. Kong Min Ho will lead thing off. He's had an excellent job behind the plate on the base pass. He's has a double and a run scored. As Kang Min Ho looks to strike one down the middle. Kim Jong-woo still out there pitching. And Jo Soo Hang into left field, so they no longer have the DH. As the 0-1 is up high, ball one. Lote's already up 1-0. All right. All right, the 1-1 pitch to Kang Min Ho, swing and a miss at ball two. 1-2. Double check Doosan's defense. So he goes into left. Yep, that'll be it for him. And the 1-2 is ripped, and a great play by the third baseman, catching it on a line as he leaves his feet. And that's one away. That's one away. Absolutely ripped. Dun, 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 dun. That's twice now he has made an absolutely great play over there at third base. All right, so Jun Byung-woo looks at just strike one on the outside, 0-1. Jun Byung-woo 0 for 3 on the day. I think he's the only one without a hit in the starting lineup. Nope. Oops, wrong side. That's why. Swing and a miss. Yeah, a hit, a hit, a hit. A hit. Nope, but he is the only one that has not been on base. All right, the 0-2 pitch, way outside, ball one. Lit up early. Woo. That is not good. My 2 picks for today, not looking good. All right, the 1-2 pitch now. Jun Byung-woo looking for his first hit of the day. Swing and a miss as he doesn't even hit the ball. 2 away now. Brings up Diaz. Diaz already 2 home runs. 2 for 3 on the day. I love everybody is just like, yeah. All right, the Diaz, 2 solo shots. Can he get his third? That was the pitch. It was right down the middle. 0-1 now. They need to get one back here just so that the top of the lineup can come up next inning. 0-1 misses way inside. 1-1. Kim Jong-woo, 15 pitches, came in the last inning when they had runners on base, got the double play. The 1-1 is lifted up, a center fielder back, and then it comes back forward, makes the catch, and 1, 2, 3 go the Samsung Lions for the 3rd time today. We will go to the 9th inning. Doosan's up 6. All right, elsewhere around the league, let's see. We have got some scores. KT is quickly up 1-0 against Kium. Lote's up 1-0 against Riley Thompson. Thompson has got the bases loaded with nobody outs for Lote, and it's like SSG and Hanwha are at 0s, but SSG also has the bases loaded with 1 out. As Hanwha has already given up. Oh, never mind. SSG just scored. They still got the bases loaded. Looks like Che Jung is back, too. A hit there from Kim Jae-won puts SSG up early. Then down in Jamshil, looks like LG's got a runner on first with nobody out, so the leadoff hits. Did they try to steal a base and get out? Why do they have a walk? All right, coming up for Doosan is going to be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters as we come back here. Da-da-da. 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up. Kang Sung-ho will be the first pitcher, or the first hitter that Lee Sung-min faces. It's right down the middle. 0-1. Kang Sung-ho 1 for 4 on the day. A 5-2 ground out, a strikeout, a double, a run scored, and a pop fly to the shortstop. And that's in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. All right, so the 0-2 pitch. And a big swing and a miss on the high fastball that no KBO hitters can hit. On away now brings up the catcher. What do you mean 5 more? 9th inning. That is in ball 1. Oh, okay. I was like, under 15? Oh, no, swing and a miss at ball 2. 1-1. Under 15? When did you take? The 1-1 is popped up. Shortstop underneath it. And that's 2 away. All right, Im Jong-sung steps in. What a mess of a game. What an absolute mess. 3 errors. 3. When did they have the 3rd one? That one is popped up out of play. When did they have a 3rd one? I missed an error. As the 0-1 way outside. 1-1. Uh-oh, who just hit a home run? Somebody just hit a home run. OG Wan just hit a home run for LG. As the 1-1 pitch, that's a fouled into his legs, and that's going to be 1-2. No. My fantasy sends me messages when I get home run, when my fantasy players hit home runs. As the 1-2 is rolled over, the shortstop will backhand it, throws across the diamond, and that is going to be the first time today, ladies and gentlemen, the first time today that Doosan has gone down 1, 2, 3. That's it. Takes us to the bottom of the 9th. The Samsung, their last chance Last chance. Oh, sorry about that. See if I can get my audio going back again. What are the chances? What are the chances? We've got the 8-9-1 hitters coming up for Samsung. How much did you bet, KBO? Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up, the like button on YouTube, the up or recommendation on a SOOP. Make sure that it's on SOOP. Next to my channel name, there's a little star. That's how you follow me. Again, I stream 5 to 6 days a week with the KBO on YouTube. Obviously, you want to subscribe so you can talk, but please make sure you do those things. I am the only KBO, I'm the only English speaking KBO streamer in the world. The only way that we're going to get any more people doing it or any more help from the league or any help from the league is they literally don't do anything for me is for you guys to show your supports. What do you want to know? Pak Chan-ho went 2 for 3 with 2 walks, a RBI, a run scored, and a caught stealing and a strikeout. All right, so we've got again the 8-9-1 hitters coming up in the bottom of the inning here. Pak Gae-bum. Nope, we're going to have Kim Hun-gon will pinch hit here. All right, Yi Young-ha swinging him. Forced into the closer role. Kim Hun-gon pinch hitting here for Pak Gae-bum. And the 0-2 pitch into the dirts. 1-2. All right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch went around. Did not. Ooh. Surprised they don't video replay this. The 2-2 pitch. I think he went. No, nobody up. All right, the 2-2 pitch now to Kim Hun-gon. Lays off of it, runs the count full. Never easy. This is the KBO, ladies and gentlemen. All right, the 3-2 pitch. Throws it into the dirt. He did not go around. He's going to check down to first. And that is going to put the tying run at the plate. All right, Yu-ji Hyuk steps in now. Yu-ji Hyuk, 2 for 3, a single and a double. This is the bottom of their order. This is the number 9 hitter. They've got to get another runner on. Yes, that is way outside. Ball 1. There you go. The 1-0 pitch sets up on the outside. That is rolled over. And he bobbles it, but the pitcher ends up covering it. What a play by the pitcher, ladies and gentlemen. What a play by the pitcher. It looked like he was maybe. What is going on? It looked like the first baseman was trying to make the play. Did it hit off his foot? Oh, I think it hit off his foot. The first baseman tried to field the ball. It ended up hitting. He ended up not able to field it. What's up? Or again, it's gonna call you Juicy. As the first baseman tried to make the play, but he got blinded by the sun. The pitcher covering the bag ended up picking it up, stepping on the bases. The batter wasn't running out of the box because he said that it got him in the foot. Again, he immediately pulled his foot out of the way. Well, it's either 1 out and a runner on second, or nobody out and a 1-1 count. Like he immediately pulled his foot out of the way, like he hit it. Yep, foul. So Kim Ungona back over to first base. Now you've got Kim Won-hyung coming out. Another ancient manager. What is he doing? So now they're going to have a video replay. I got. Again, he immediately pulls his foot back out of the way. It's hard to see. Again, if he's out, then he's on. Then it's runner on seconds, nobody out. Like that, it looked like it hit him. It is a foul. All right, so they said it is a foul. We've got our 1-1 counts now. Check over on the runner. He's back. What's up, Gnome? All right, here we go. The 1-1 pitch sets up on the outside. And fouls it away. 1-2. Ride or die. Again, the infield. Look at the line right at the grass. Right in line from first to second. Right on the grass is the sun line. All right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch misses low. Ball 2, 2-2. You guys can start praying like the Samsung girl there. All right, the 2-2 pitch, Yuji Hyaka, the number 9 hitter. Now that is lifted up, left fielder giving chase underneath it, though, and makes the catch. one away. Flips the lineup back up to the top. Kim Ji Chan steps in now. One run. Yeah. There's 14 runs right now. All right, here we go. Kim Ji Chan, 1 for 3 on the day, a single in his first at bat. A lot of speed, so tough to double up, and that is going to be lifted up. A center fielder going back, and makes the catch for out number 2. All right, down to their final bats. Kim Song Yoon steps in. He is a 1 for 4 on the day with an RBI, ground out, a fly out to right, a 6-3 ground out, and a single in his last at bats. Everyone here worried about this at bat. Everybody here ready for this last at bat. Sets up right down the middle, and this is low. On deck is Pak Sung Gyu, 1 for 2 on the day with a solo shot. Here's the 1-2. 1-0 pitch. Just catches the top of the zone, 1-1. Yep, 2 outs. Jung Soo Bin. Hong Sung Ho, a grand slam last night. Jung Soo Bin, a grand slam tonight. Or today, I guess. The 1-1 pitch misses way outside at 2-1 as Kim Un-gon heads on over to second base. Not concerned whatsoever with his run as here comes the 2-1 pitch. That is going to be a single into center field. Kim Un-gon is going to come around to score, and there is the 15th run, ladies and gentlemen, as Kim Sung Yoon comes up with the RBI single. Runner now at first base. Can we get extra innings here? Pak Sung Gyu. They're out there on the mound talking to the pitcher. All right, it's Pak Sung Gyu, a 1 for 2 on the day, solo shot in his first at bats, an E6 in his second. KBO, never a dull moment, ladies and gentlemen, and never a dull moment. All right, Pak Sung Gyu. Righty versus righty here. Bats is in there for a strike on the breaking ball, 0-1. Pak Sung Gyu has a ton of speed over at first base. A double should score him. Chae Hyung-woo on deck. As here we go, the 0-1 pitch. Way outside, ball 1-1. This is the KBO, ladies and gentlemen, just like you ordered it. No lead is safe. Samsung was up 6-1 early in the game, and now they're down 8-7. As that is a swing, and he gets a piece of it, but into the glove, and it's 1-2. Down to their final strike. 155 on the gun from Young Ha. Everybody in the chat sweating it off. Nobody knows, Panwar. No one knows at this point. Coming up, a pitch number 20 in this inning for Young Ha. A 1-2 pitch. That is going to be a wild pitch. It's a swing and a miss, and Kim Sung-yoon is going to go to third base. And ladies and gentlemen, it's the strikeout pass ball to put runners on the corners with the all-time hit leader, the all-time doubles leader, and the all-time RBI leader coming up to bat, ladies and gentlemen. This is the KBO. A swing and a miss, but a pass ball. The runner on first goes to third. The batter heads to first. And ladies and gentlemen, runners on the corner. Runners on the corners. Chae Hyung-woo up. Lee Young Ha, 20 pitches so far. KBO, ladies and gentlemen. KBO. Make sure you subscribe because I do stream KBO every single day, almost every single day. So make sure if you're on YouTube, you can vote on the community page. I put up a votes that you can see which games that I'm going to stream. You can also follow me on TikTok and YouTube and SOOP and Instagram. But Chae Hyung-woo is stepping in now, 1 for 4 on the day. As that is a strike right down the middle. All right, here we go. The 0-1 pitch to Chae Hyung-woo. He lives for this, ladies and gentlemen. As the 0-1 misses way up high, ball 1. 1-1. On deck is Kang Min Ho. All right, here we go. The 1-1 pitch. It sets up down on the outside, and that's going to be slapped, but it will get foul. 1-2 as that brings up down to their final strike once again, ladies and gentlemen. Down to their final strike once again. I hope you guys are enjoying your KBO on this Saturday afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. All right, the 1-2 pitch, and he almost hits him. 2-2. And that's moved the base runner up. Now there's no force out at second. They've got to throw it across the diamond. 2-2 count. All right, here we go. The 2-2 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball, but it'll get foul. 2-2 count. Still 2 outs, 2 on. KBO absolutely delivering today, ladies and gentlemen. Again, if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. If you are on SOOP, make sure you hit the little star next to my name. I stream every single day. Not just today, not just Samsung, not just Doosan, any game. All right, here we go. The 2-2 pitch ripped into the netting, and that is going to be still a 2-2 count. Yeah, this guy is the all-time home run or the all-time hit leader, the all-time RBI leader, the all-time doubles leader. He is the ageless wonder. Came to Samsung in the offseason, started his career in a Samsung, and went to Kia, then came back to Samsung. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Once again, sets up on the outside. Slapped foul again, 156 on the gun. They're not going to walk him with 2 strikes with a 2-2 counts, and their closer out on the mound. This is what we live for, ladies and gentlemen. This is all right. Here we go. The 2-2 pitch once again. 27 pitches from Lee Young Ha. Sets up on the inside, this time right at the thighs. And he fouls it away again. He's thrown 28 pitches now. He also pitched last night to close out the game. Is once again another 2-2 pitch. Sets up on the inside once again. Swing and a miss, and it's into the game. And Doosan comes from behind to take the victory once again. That is twice now. He's come up in the last 2 at-bats with a chance to give them the lead and did not. All right, ladies and gentlemen. What a game. What a game. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, make sure that you subscribe on YouTube. You can also vote for which series you want to watch. And you'll be able to see there on the community tab. I stream, again, 5 or 6 days a week, so you can check out there. Also, obviously, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. That way more people can find it. If you're on SOOP, if you want to follow me on SOOP, next to my channel name is a little star. That's how you follow me on SOOP. Also, make sure you hit the thumbs up. That's called an upper recommendation on a SOOP. It's extremely important. That's what puts my stream out onto the main page. I'm not sure. I have to see who SSG has starting. So thank you guys for tuning in. Real quick recap. I'm not going to spend too much time because I know a lot of people are going to be going and checking out the other games. So Samsung up early. So to start the game, Doosan had a leadoff single, and then they bunt. The bunt was bad. A 3-2-6 putouts. Yes, a 3-2-6. As it hit off Diaz's glove, rolled to the catcher who threw it out to short, who stepped on the bag to get that out. Then again, first inning and you're bunting, trying to sacrifice bunts for 1 run. Then in the second, a hit by pitch, a single, and then an error ended up scoring 1 run for Samsung. Then in the bottom of the 3rd inning, Diaz leads off with a solo shot, a walk, a single. And again, a sacrifice bunts. Again, you're playing for 1 run. Once again, you're playing for 1 run with your leadoff hitter. Then a 4-3 RBI ground out, a walk, a single, and then another single RBI single puts them up 4-1. They add another one in the 4th inning with a solo shot from Diaz again. Then in the 5th inning, they have a leadoff solo shot from Pak Sung-kyu. So 3 leadoff solo shots from Samsung. Again, Samsung's stadium is the easiest to hit a home run in. It is that is why you should always take the over if a Samsung is playing at home, just because there's always going to be so many home runs that are not home runs in any other stadium. They did and then in the 6th inning, this is where it just got rough. It got extremely rough. You ended up having a leadoff walk to Yang Yi-ji, a double from Kang Sung-ho, put runners at 2nd and 3rd. A hit by pitch loaded the bases. Then Im Jong-sung ends up pinch hitting, not a good hitter, ends up coming up with an RBI single anyway. Then a walk to Pak Chan Ho loads the bases back up. And then Jung Soo Bin hits a go-ahead grand slam to put them 6 runs up in the 6th inning, gives them the 7-6 lead. They add 1 more in the 8th inning. Again, more walks. A walk, but he got caught stealing. A walk, and an RBI single from Kim Min-suk. That ended up being the actual game winner. So again, opportunities galore for Doosan to have a ton more, as they had 27 at-bats with runners on base. They had 13 at-bats with runners in scoring position. They had 3 hits with runners in scoring position, 5 hits with runners on base. But Samsung just did not hit well. They did not play well. Specifically, they didn't play well defensively. I guess there was actually 3 errors on Samsung. I didn't see the 3rd one. But they had plenty of opportunities late to get the win. In the 7th inning, they had a 1-out single, then an error ended up allowing a run to get on, or allowing runners on first and second. To Chae Hyung-woo comes up and it hits into a 1-6-3 double play to end the inning. Then in the 8th inning, again, you have a leadoff walk, ends up stealing a base, coming around to score. Then an RBI single from Kim Sung-yoon. You've got runners on first. The strikeout moves him over to third base because the catcher isn't able to hold on to the ball. Then you've got runners on first and third. Once again, Chae Hyung-woo coming up to bat. Works the count, works it. Lee Young-ha has thrown a ton of pitches. Again, he pitched yesterday, and he pitched today. Ends up striking him out to end the game. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, is the KBO on a little Saturday, 3:45 game, a 3-hour, 45-minute game. Real quick recap around the league. What's happening now? Hanwha's up 3-1 against SSG. Lotte's only up 1-0 despite a big first inning. Again, SSG is only able to score 1 in their first inning. Then you've got KT's already up 4-0 against Kium, and LG is up 2-0 against Kia. So already action in all of those other games. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow for the SSG versus Hanwha game. I don't know who starting for Hanwha. Should be Hernandez. As far as SSG, who is starting for them, I have no idea who's starting for them. Hopefully it's not Takeda. So SSG had Veneziano. So it'll probably be for SSG. It'll be Takeda for SSG. Hanwha should definitely win that game as long as Takeda is starting. So that's it for me, ladies and gentlemen. I will be back tomorrow, 2 o'clock, for our Sunday game. Thank you guys for tuning in. And as always, until next time.